You ever get the feeling you're running against the wall all the time? Always butting your head against the wall? Just kidding. No, we're doing good. We're just getting ready to go here. As you can see, we're kind of sort of doing finished our pre-trip. We had a light burnt out. Last time I came home, I've been home for over a week, I think. So this is the lights I have. Now this silver thing is just, they call it a security ring. So nobody steals your LED lights, because back in the day when LEDs came out, people would just go steal them. And now I think they still do, but not as rampant. Now they just steal your whole unit. But I don't know if you can see in here, we got a little bit of water damage. And this is a brake light, marker light, turn light. But it doesn't do turn. This is just brake and marker. So the marker part wasn't working. The brake part was working. So it would come on with the brake lights, but when you have all your lights on, like we are now, see the yellows are all on? When you have all those on running down the road, this doesn't light up. Well, I'll go show you. But do you think I can find a clear one anywhere in my little town? There is no stinking way. Oh, we don't make them. And then they got this, it's a Grote light. See there, Grote, G-R-O-T-E. And it's got a goofy pigtail. It's got that 3 round guy. So that was tough to find. That was tough to find, and I did find one, but this is what I had to buy. You had to buy a red one. It's got the 10. See, they call them 10 LEDs, so there's 10 LEDs in there in a pattern, right? There's so many different patterns that it drive you crazy. That's why you'll see a bunch of trucks going down the road and none of their lights match up, because sometimes you can't find the same one, which is really crock-a-baloney. So anyway, we bought these ones because I couldn't find those ones clear. So now we're going to be running around with a red light for stopping. So that's okay, I guess, but it doesn't do you any good when everything else is clear. So I went and I got another one. So we'd have two the same. So I might go and pull a perfectly good light out. But then, oh, and then you got to buy the rings too, right? You got to buy the security rings, right? So then you know how those security rings are held in? Well, they're held in by rivets, so you know you got to go buy some rivets, right? Got to go buy some rivets. So then you got the rivets, well, you know what you need. Because you can't find it because you're moving, you need to buy yourself a new rivet gun, right? So, you know, that's why I kind of don't mind doing all these little projects, because I get all these fancy new tools. So that little $25 light just costs, you know, whatever, a couple $100 because can't find it. But I found out after I talked to one parts guy, the very last guy, he says, you know what? I wonder if Grote I've heard some light manufacturers just make certain lights for certain trailers. And my trailer is a Menac. So they're thinking that maybe Menac are the only ones that supply these or carry these. So we've only got one Menac dealer that has their own mechanic shop. And that's up in Edmonton. That's an hour and a half away. Yeah, I got 7 of them. This kind clear? Yeah, I do, you bet. And they're a Menac dealer, so great. So I just bought all this stuff. But you know what's going on right now? I don't know if you know what's going on right now. There's a big blitz. There's a big DOT blitz. They're going through and checking everything, right? So I hear. I don't know. I've heard that before, and I drive around and I've never been talked to. I get pulled over in the driveways or in the drive-in, you know, at the takeout place more than I do driving down the road. But anyway, So I got to put a light in. I want to make sure the light's going because it's also late. I got my running orders late, so now I got no time to get up there to get this light. So I got to put something in there. I don't know if I want it to look too goofy. You know, one red light, that's kind of gonna look goofy, but we'll see how it goes. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, weird, it's windy out. Weird. Okay. Stay. So there you go. So when we say pigtail, this is what we mean by a pigtail. It's an electrical connector to the back of the light. I didn't want to change that out. I could have changed that out and put in a different style and all that, but you might as well keep them looking the same, right? So you see how they're all clear? So the one that's burnt out just doesn't look like that. It'd be pure white because the marker lights are out. So, but the brake light works. So, but you gotta have a light, especially a brake light. Somebody said that somewhere. I don't know. So let's just kind of see what it's going to look like with the red here. Hold on. You see what I mean? I guess it'll look okay because it's only the brake light, right? And I'm going to do that one as well. You can't just have one. Might as well have two. I just kind of got it in there. I don't want to push it all together just in case I take them back, but I guess I'm going to have to keep it. Because even with the lights out, it's red, right? So, I don't know. What do you think? Stay clear all the way, or should I have one red and one red? I don't know. Well, for this trip, we're going to have one red there and one red there. And then I'll go buy them clear ones, I think, and change them out if I don't like it. Alright, let's go get loaded and fix this. Well, I don't like it. Maybe it'll grow on me. I'll take the other one with me and then I might change it on the road. Just, these are regular rivets from the factory. And then of course I gotta use pop rivets, right? So, yeah. Oh well. We're rolling. Not rolling yet. There's what they look like with the brake lights on. So those ones are a little brighter. I don't know, we'll see. Jeez, get going already. What are you doing horsing around all the time? Good sunrise this morning. Good morning, good morning. Here's our hotel for the day, or for the night. It did its job just fine. We'll pull out here in Wyoming. Yeah, we got loaded and all that, and it's been a couple days since I left, but this is what we got. I don't know. No videos. It's also been super windy and blah blah blah. Does that not just look like a pimple on your nose? You know what I mean? I'm only doing the one because I'm going to go with the clear stuff. Here's what we got. Got to take a bunch of stuff off in Casper. Let's go take a look from the front. Pretty quiet night here on this little pullout. It's not always truck stops and hotels for us highway cowboys and cowgirls. No, sometimes it's pullouts and ditches. Alright, here's what we got. It's got some tools and some crates and nothing too fancy. The only reason it's loaded like this is because just how it's going to unload. Most of that stuff's coming off in Casper, all that red stuff, most of it. And this stuff's going further to Oklahoma, going back to Oklahoma. Which is good because, oh, sorry, I didn't time that very well, did I? Woo. Going back to Oklahoma because I've got to turn and burn. They had one to go to Louisiana, which would have been nice. Going to Hammond, Louisiana, I think. And It's just north of New Orleans, so I would have just bebopped down to New Orleans for the weekend or something, but we got work to do at home. We're moving. So I gotta get back and get some of that handled. So I gotta be back in a certain time. So that's why we're doing it in Oklahoma. It's not gonna pay very well. But what's the one of the mottos of being a truck driver? Sacrifices we must. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, we gotta get a new light. And we're rolling. So short and sweet. Stay in touch. Bye for now.